Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. I'm heading back to Jump Plus today. I was supposed to do it last night, but it took too long to make dinner and then they closed at 7 and I just couldn't be bothered. So I'm heading back today. Hopefully my phone is fixed. I've also decided I want to pick up a case, an Apple silicone case. I was really debating between the leather case and the silicone case, but I thought I would just get the silicone this time around, although I really do like the leather case. Because I'm using the MagSafe charger, I just didn't want to have that ring on the back. I mean, I don't mind regular wear and tear like on the edges and things like that, but I would not love like a big giant ring on the back, which apparently happens if you use the MagSafe charger on leather cases. So I'm just gonna go with the silicone one. I want the color Kumquat, which is like an orange, because it's fun and I think it'll go really well with the blue. This is what I'm wearing today. This is another cashmere sweater from Uniqlo actually. It's just the v-neck this time around. And these are, again, jeans from Mango. I bought 3 colorways, or 3, I guess, washes in these jeans when I was in Barcelona, I think 2 years ago? Yeah, over 2 years ago. And I just really like them. And then for a mask today, I just have this Uniqlo one. I am wearing a different chain here. This one I actually wouldn't recommend. I got this from another seller on Etsy, which I don't even think they sell products anymore, or they at least don't sell this one, because when I went to check on it, I couldn't find it anymore. Anyway, it has like these faux pearls on it, but the clasp on here is really small, as you might be able to tell, and it just doesn't fit comfortably around the ear straps on the masks. Okay, we're on the road and very bumpy. There's a car seat behind us, so it's rattling. Okay, back at Jump Plus again for the 3rd time. On the bright side, there is no line today, but there is still an incredibly long wait, even though there's only like 3 customers. Okay, success. The battery is fixed. It no longer has that warning, so very exciting. Okay, I'm just at H&M because I wanted to get Chloe like a cute Christmas sweater for some photos, and yeah, I got her this one. It's kind of like a ugly Christmas sweater, but it's cute. I'm home, but I actually didn't end up getting that sweater for Chloe from H&M because the security tag was on the seam, and when the sales associate took the security tag off, it left a hole in the knit. So yeah, I didn't want that, and they didn't have any other sizes that would fit Chloe because she fits a 9 to 12, and that was the last one. However, I did pick this one up. So just a little cardigan. There's another kind of holiday-ish sweater at H&M, but she has a sweater already that's really similar to it, so I just got her a little cardigan. It has this cute little embroidered gold heart on it, so festive. And then I'm just realizing now I don't have anything red. The only red sweater I have is like an ugly Christmas sweater, which I might have to wear. This is the closest sweater that I have to the shade red, and it's more of like a blood orange, but yeah, just realized that. I probably should have looked for myself, but I only realized that when I got home, so I just noticed something with the new camera, and I don't know how long it's been like this, but I feel like it's been like this since last night, and I just haven't really noticed because I wasn't paying attention. But I was just checking the camera out, and I noticed that the lens cap isn't closing properly. Can you see how it's supposed to be closed, but it's not. You have to let me know if you've ever had that experience, but like, what is this? And I was trying to think, like, I obviously haven't dropped this. It doesn't have any damage on it whatsoever. Anyway, it's making me second guess the camera. I mean, I really like the quality and I like some of the features, but yeah, maybe it's because this is technically, it's not a newer model, but it's a new production of this, because this is a white, obviously, and the original was the black. Maybe I should just go back to the black. Maybe the black, for whatever reason, is just built a little bit better. I don't know if that's the correct thought process there. Or I'm also considering switching back to the Canon. I've almost invested a lot into this camera already because I got like the extra batteries and I got a screen protector for this LCD. So I think maybe I'll try the black version. I sort of noticed that there was a little bit weird with the camera. I sort of noticed there was something weird with the camera last night, but I couldn't figure out if it was always like that, if it just had started. But I'll turn it on and you'll notice that there's a little bit of a change in the field of view. See how at the very end there, it just kind of expands out just that hint more. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, that's my camera update. Other than this, it's been a great camera so far. Okay, I'm on the Sony again, and I'm just going to use this for the weekend until I return it because it's Friday today, so it won't go out today, even if I go and print off the return labels and package it up and all that kind of stuff. It won't go out till Monday, which means I might as well just use it and think about if I should just repurchase it, but maybe in the black, or potentially go back to Canon. Let me know your thoughts. Hi, Chloe. Hi. Yeah. I love you. Hi. What are you doing? Are you ready for lunch? Are you ready for some lunch? Are you hungry? Yeah. Did you break Mama's camera? No, you didn't. Okay, I believe you.
Are you hungry? Babagsakin.
Tignan natin.
Hindi pa niya alam paano itayo.
Yeah. I'm having the leftover creamy chicken and charred broccoli pasta for lunch. And we usually, whenever we make any recipes from this menu, we always like write little notes about maybe like tweaks to the cooking or the recipe or just like general notes, and this was the Bose note for this recipe. Way too creamy for our palate and our arteries, which is kind of true. I mean, there was a lot of heavy cream that went into this recipe. Still looks pretty good. I added a little bit more Parmesan too. So Chloe's currently napping right now, so I thought I would show you guys how I film my videos, because I am planning on actually doing an empties video and also a favorites video, because I do still want to keep up with like my regular like beauty content stuff throughout Vlogmas. So I'll show you guys how I film that starting in the office slash beauty closet. Okay, you guys have already seen my little corner here, but this is how I set it up for videos. So first of all, these lights are controlled using our Google Home or our Echo Dot. So they're all on a Wi-Fi enabled power bar. So if I say turn on the studio lights, this light, that light, and then this backlight will turn on. Hey Google, turn on the studio lights.
Okay, turning studio on.
So it's quite bright, and because it's such a small space, that's how I get like that really like bright white background, because this is just a white wall, and then these are to illuminate my face. And it's great too for overhead shots because it just illuminates everything really nicely. So this is the tripod I'm using. It's the Manfrotto Action Compact. There's two versions. I like this version better than the other one with like the traditional thread here that you can just screw and unscrew your camera off of, because this one comes with this little attachment that's currently on the camera right now. So there's this one, and then there's the other one in currently in our bedroom, which is where I do kind of the sit down face-to-face videos. Okay, I turned off the studio light so you guys could see this a little bit better, but like I said, what I like about this particular tripod is that you can have an overhead shot. You just can basically remove this completely and like flip it up or down. And then I just attach this using like the quick release feature, and then yeah, you have your overhead shot. So that's how I get all of my overhead shots where you see like the products on the table. The only thing is that this does film upside down basically, so when you are editing you just have to flip it 180 degrees. So I'm planning on doing an empties video, which is why I have my bucket of empties here, but I want to paint my nails first because yeah, they're a little bit long and I had a clear coat, but it's starting to chip off. Okay, I did want to show you guys how my setup looks in the bedroom, which is where I have filmed a couple of videos, I think. I know I filmed the iPhone 12 Pro Max review in here, and I film in here when the beau's home and he's working in that office because obviously like you can't have two people there. I'm not like 100% happy with the desk. I mean, it's very convenient and functional and I like having it here, but it's definitely not a permanent solution. So it's just temporary here. So I'm not like trying to think of ways to fully integrate it into the room, because once we finish our basement, which will probably be next fall, that office slash guest room will just be like our office again, because we will be having a bedroom made in the basement for guests or like for my mom to stay over when she comes to stay with us. Okay, this is the desk here, and this is where I work on my laptop and edit and usually film if the beau is working in the office. So you can see here, this is the other Manfrotto tripod that I have, and this is the, like I said, I think it's called the Compact Action. Okay, this is the DSLR that I use to film my videos, as you guys saw, and I have the Manfrotto mount here. So this allows me to just quickly and easily remove the camera from the tripod and then just plunk it in, and then it snaps. So I don't ever have to kind of, usually you'd have to unscrew the mount and then, you know, put on a different mount and all that kind of stuff. Or the mount is actually on the tripod, in which case you just kind of unscrew it off the tripod. But that's why I like this. I mean, it obviously doesn't sit flat on a table, but it's okay. It just kind of wobbles around a little bit. I just make sure it's on a sturdy surface. And yeah, so I really like that. It's really convenient because I do switch often between like the overhead camera angle and then just like this standard camera angle. This is the lens that I switched to. So when I'm doing the overhead shots, I usually use just like the standard kit lens. But when I want a really nice blurry background, when I'm doing like my talking shots, this is the lens I use, which is from Sigma. It is the 30mm lens. So this is the desk, and it does look quite a bit messier than it usually does. I have a bunch of stuff on here that obviously need to be put away. So this is the box for the Sony ZV-1 that I have to return. It's what I'm filming on right now. I have a bunch of SD cards here because of, you know, Vlogmas. I just have a bunch of extra here. This is what I use to import media into my MacBook Pro. As you guys know, the MacBook Pros only have USB-C slots, so it doesn't even have a card reader. So this is what I have to have. I have to have an adapter for a card reader. I still have my G7X here just hanging out. This is the microphone that I use. It's the Rode mic. I've had this probably for 6 years and it still works great. The only thing is that I've had to do is change the batteries on it, which is pretty typical. And then I have it on a Gorilla tripod, which is great because then I can move it wherever I want and get the best audio as opposed to keeping it fixed on the camera. So MacBook Pro T5s from Samsung is the external SSDs that I use to store basically everything. So I have one to back up my computer to. This one is for Final Cut Pro, where I keep videos that I'm editing, and then I have another one for photos. My nail stuff, this I usually keep in the bathroom, but like I said, I have to do my nails. And I have some iPhone boxes here. So this one is the 12 Pro Max box, which I still have to recycle. I think there's still some things in here that I need to take out. The XS I'm currently charging right now, and then I'm actually going to put it in the box. I didn't think I still had this box. I thought I had kept it, but I couldn't find it because I did plan on giving this phone to my mom. So yeah, I wanted to make sure it had the box. It's not a surprise that I'm giving her this phone, but I just wanted to put it in the box because I thought it would be fun. But to show you how different the boxes are, obviously the height wise is different because this is a smaller version, but yeah, it's much thinner because the new phones no longer come with an adapter or the headphones. I have a bunch of chargers here. So wireless charger, the charger for the MacBook Pro, DSLR charger, another iPhone charger. And I like this desk, which is from IKEA. I'll link it down below because it has a slot for cable management. It doesn't look great right now, but when it's actually like nice and tidy, it's actually a great cable management system for me. I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet into kind of the behind the scenes of how I film videos. One of the questions that I do get a lot actually is how I get the overhead shots. So yeah, that's what I do. I use that Manfrotto tripod, and it's perfect because, you know, that's why you should get two. I mean, if you're so inclined, it's good to have two because then you don't have to like fiddle with the camera every time. You can just have one tripod set up for when you're doing like face-to-face and one tripod set up for when you're doing overhead shots. It's kind of perfect, especially if you're like me, where, you know, you may have like a dedicated space to film, but you don't necessarily want like this huge fancy rig, or even if you don't have a permanent space to film and you have to like take down your setup every time, it's still great because they're really compact and portable, so you can just like pop them in a closet or under the bed or something like that. That would be my recommendation if you are on the market for a new tripod. Anyway, I'm going to try to paint my nails. Okay, finished painting my nails. I went with this Nails Inc. and Victoria Beckham collab, and this one you can't get anymore, which is sad because it's actually a really pretty color, although I'm sure there's lots of colors out there like this, but this is in the shade Bamboo White. So I'm just waiting for my nails to dry, so I'll have a bit of time before Chloe wakes up from her nap. I'm actually just creeping on her right now. She was babbling a little bit, but yeah, I love this color. I also really love like the formulation. It's very creamy. This is only 2 coats, but it's pretty opaque. Okay, I'm gonna open the advent calendar before we end today's vlog. I can't actually do it because I painted my nails, so I'm gonna have to get the bow to open day number 6. Day number 6, please. I don't see numbers. Hold on, I have to. Oh, there it is. You have to read the inside flap.
Today is going to be sweet.
Thank you. Okay, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and seeing like a behind the scenes look at how I film content. Before you leave, you'll have to let me know what you think I should do about the camera situation. So should I repurchase it or switch back to the Canon G7X series? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!